Ready? Come, let's sage the house. We'll sage you. Ooh, is that silly? Come, let's sage in the room.
Hello.
Who is that, Shy? Who's home?
When I came back home, the whole house is full of smoke. Oh, what is the smell?
We're saging.
What are you saging? She closed all the windows. Looks like there's a fire, and she's walking around with the
I
with the
forgot
sage
to open
thing.
the window.
What is this?
I'm saging.
Get out of here. Don't do this to me. I don't want this.
I'm cleansing you.
Get out of this. Almost choked everybody in there.
Oh my God, pregnancy brain.
It still stinks in here.
It smells cleansed, thank you. And speaking of cleansing, you know, I went to the crystal shop with my mom today because I needed some, like, zen and grounding. And she brought up Israel.
What did she bring up?
I can't believe we're going. And I said, yeah. But, you know, a big concern for us is we really want to make sure that the kids have good quality time with your parents.
Right. So we're gonna tell them about thinking of moving there? So we've been thinking about moving out of South Florida for some time already. And with having 3 kids under 3, we should go somewhere where we have support. So Israel. And I think it'll be good for them. That's what I always envisioned.
The reason I didn't tell my mom today is I want you to be there too, so we can tell them as a united front.
I guess we have to do it during Passover, because when we're in Israel, we're gonna look at some places, right?
Yeah.
They're not gonna like it. They're gonna probably start freaking out, and we just calmly explain our reasons. And if they don't understand it, they don't understand it. They don't have to.
Okay. Are we going to Gigi's? Yeah, are we gonna see Pop Pop too?
Yeah.
What about What about Auntie Bex?
Nice.
Today is Passover. We are going to Pop Up in Gigi's house to celebrate.
Passover is a holiday where the Jewish people got out of Egypt with God's help.
And Moses.
And Moses' help. And, you know, found the promised land, and we celebrate freedom. We eat traditional foods. There is matzah, which is bread that didn't really, like, rise because, you know, back in the day, the Israelites didn't have time for the bread to rise, so traditionally you bake it like that, flat. Shai, you ready for some matzah? Nice.
Traditionally, you go to the matriarch or the patriarch's house to have the Seder there. And I'm bringing homemade matzah toffee to sweeten up an intense conversation that we have to have. Alex and I have been discussing moving to Israel, and my parents don't know yet. I've been too scared to tell them, but our trip is coming very quickly, and I need to tell them, but I need Alex to be there with me.
So basically, I'm going to tell them.
I just need to make sure that I have a walk-in closet, and I think that's a big priority.
If we live in Tel Aviv, we're not going to have space for ourselves to stay. Your walk-in closet is going to be under your bed. You lift the bed, there's all your clothes. So you can walk in there and
We're going to have a seasonal closet. Where are you going to put your stuff?
I'll find space. Don't worry. I put it on the roof.
Alex and I agreed that it's important for our kids to experience where Abba's from, understand the culture, but it's a complete change. It's not moving to a different state where you still understand American culture. You're moving around the world to a completely different culture.
What is this?
A belly.
What is
What
this?
is this?
What is this? They gotta be out of their minds.
3 under 3.
3 under 3.
God bless
He
them.
needs to keep it in his pants, and she needs to keep her legs closed.
Ready?
Ready?
Okay, let's finish
One.
some of the, look how much you have in here. Look,
Tony, what do you want me
look
to
at all
talk
those
about?
veggies.
Getting like crammed in here, right? And we're gonna add a third one.
Nicely.
You're gonna need a bigger
I'm okay
table.
over here.
I think the next place we move to,
Should be closer to here.
It's easier for
Alex?
It's easier for us to babysit.
Hold on, hold on.
Like
for you to
somewhere in the
babysit.
middle.
Makes it a lot easier for all of us.
Go ahead.
What news do you have?
They're getting nervous.
I'm getting hot now. That's not good.
We're thinking about going to Israel for
For
a
what?
little bit.
We're going.
Not for the trip. For living there for a little bit. Overall, what do you think for the kids to grow in Israel for about 5-6 years?
No, I think it's awful.
Why?
Why?
Because I'm not going to be part of it for all those
not
years.
for you,
Not
for
ju-
the kids.
What man would ask his wife and children to do this?
It makes no sense. Do I want to see them go a half a world away? Absolutely not.
This is one of the reasons I didn't want her to bring home an Israeli, because Israelis always seem to go back. So you're gonna leave a good job, and you're gonna go across the world to no job, and then you're gonna come back and not have a job.
It's not like we're rerouting because we haven't really rooted anywhere yet.
Are you going just to make him happy? Because this is something that will make him happy. Yeah. And I can only hope when they go, he's the one that says, what were we thinking? Let's go back. How do you say you're going to come back to the United States? You're going to say, well, now we have roots. We don't want to move
and
back.
Shai, you've made all these friends, and now we're going to uplift you and move you back across the ocean.
I've always said how lucky I am that I'm not the grandparent that lives an ocean away, but apparently I am going to experience that. And I didn't want to be those grandparents.
I could see in their faces how upset it made them. They're super upset. They're trying to bring up everything is fair game at this point, basically. Like, they're just try to tell me that it's bad for me, and that's it. No matter how they can twist it, they'll try to.
They could care less about us. They straight up were like, what about the kids? Like, you're gonna take our grandkids away from us? We're in a position that regardless, somebody's gonna get upset.
Maybe.
Somebody's gonna be upset, whether it's his parents or you guys or even us.
It's not set in stone. It's not happening tomorrow, but that's what we're thinking right now.
Well, I think one of you isn't thinking. I think you're both not thinking.
Why not?
I think you don't realize how lucky you are
We do.
to live here and have the life you have.
But it's not like...
It's not always about, it's harder, but it's not third world country where you
It's
don't
not
have
like
anything.
a
You
hard
have
life
everything.
like you're moving to...
It's Israel.
Yeah, I don't really understand why we're doing this today.
You know, there are so many things I can say and so many things going through my head, but I know that if I say anything right now, Passover will be over and we won't talk for a while.
Then don't say it. And it's for you guys to figure out. And when you do, let me know.
My mom thinks that South Florida is like the Mecca of places. She thinks it's true. We live in paradise, but not everybody enjoys it.
We just want more out of life.